Good morning. Today we are going to start with the defects in crystalline state. You know it very well. What is defects exactly? Defects and imperfection. That's indicated like this, that crystal in which we have habit of seeing as a regular packing of constituent particles. If anything is missing from that site, or any constituent particles going to get dislocated from their lattice sites where they are supposed to be, that is going to be called defect or imperfection in crystal. One thing is very good, if imperfection is there, it means if constituent particles are missing or getting dislocated, they get space. So they in ionic solid, they can move little bit, and that can result in electrical conduction. So possibilities are there, which is very good. So they can be made like electrical substance, or they can be very good in magnetic properties also. So we need to see exactly scientists could discover how many types of defects in crystals. And those defects are going to be explained in different way, which we'll understand through PPT. So we are coming here to just check that PPT, how this is explained. So first of all, we'll just try to see imperfection in solids. It's given here, irregularity in arrangement of constituent particles. Like lattice sites, or you'll say constituent particles will be missing from lattice sites, which will be named as point defect. If this irregularities we are finding along a line, it's named as line defect. Line defect is not in our syllabus. Point defect is given in detail. So you will notice here point defect, they are also going to be three types, that is stoichiometric defect, impurity defect, and non-stoichiometric defect. Stoichiometric defect, you will notice the different elements which are going to make crystal. Ratio between those elements will not differ even after defect. Impurity defect is what? Something we add to main crystal so that impurities can be seen, and that results in certain vacancies or something like that, which will be called impurity defect, which you'll see later on. And third is non-stoichiometric defect. Non-stoichiometric defects, it explains that due to high pressure, temperature, if you are going to create defect, there will be ratio can be disturbed between elements. So today we are going to take stoichiometric and impurity defect, and we'll understand exactly how this is done. So we are having stoichiometric defect. What I explained you, this can also be called intrinsic or thermodynamic defect. Type of stoichiometric defects we'll be finding. Four defects have been mentioned: vacancy, interstitial, Schottky, and Frenkel. These things are very important. Vacancy defect, we notice here, from lattice side something is missing. That's reported as vacancy defect. You will find this kind of defect is seen from elements of same type which has made crystals. Like here with green and red, you can see green is indicating vacancies. It means that place is vacant here in natural way, or this has been made. So this is reported as vacancy defect. Next, you will find interstitial defect. This is one thing extra here. Suppose crystal is made. Example, you can take stainless steel. Crystal is made. They are regular packing that is there. But during construction, what happens? Extra particle can enter into voids, and those voids, once that's going to be filled, is named as interstitial. So as it is against that normal pattern, that's why this is also called interstitial defect. What happens in this case? As extra thing that is coming over here, density increases. But in the case of previous vacancy defect, you have seen something is missing. That's why density decreases. It becomes comparatively lighter. Third is Schottky defect. Schottky defect indicates that there will be for ionic solid, and here vacancy is seen. Either missing of cations or missing of anions in equal number, but that should be in equal number, because rule is what? If we say this is a crystal, even after defects, charges should not get disturbed. It means crystal should always remain neutral. In this case, with the example, you will find cations and anions of almost similar size going to show this defect. This decreases the density of substance, but crystal remains electrically neutral. Now here, this example you can see. This positive, negative. One side you can see here missing of cation from lattice site. Another side you will find missing of anion from lattice sites. And number remains same. Now question is this, which type of substance going to show Schottky defect? Any ionic compound having similar size of cations and anions show Schottky defect. Now I'll just look at here. In NaCl, 10 to the power 6 Schottky pairs per cubic centimeter can be observed. In this case at room temperature, and there are about 10 to the power 22 ions. If we say for 1 cubic centimeter, there will be defect per 10 to the power 16 ions. We have more example, means mainly alkali metal halides. We'll say NaCl, KCl, cesium chloride and AgBr. You need to remember because after giving example, they ask you for the type of defects. Now next is Frenkel defect or dislocation defect. Frenkel defect and dislocation. Basically lattice sites, normally cation, get dislocated from its normal site to interstitial, means void. Void it happens. You can see this example. Vacancy created at lattice sites, and where the ion has gone, it has gone into voids. Which type of substance shows this type of defect? Where cation is very small in size. Next is, this does not change the density. Like in Schottky defect, you will find there will be change in density because numbers are going to reduce. In this case, numbers are not going to reduce, only they have got dislocated. And we have one very important question. Silver bromide shows both Schottky and Frenkel defect. For Frenkel, you can see other examples. Now question is this, alkali metal halides, why can't they show Frenkel defect? Reason